So, Paul, after Tuesday's draw, back to winning ways today.
Yeah, it was a strange game, to be honest. I don't think first half we played particularly well. It was numerous reasons why, but thought we got the grips with it in the second half and scored 3 goals. Probably could have scored a few more, but it was important that we won today. It was a big result for us. And another important 3 points.
We fell one behind, but showed a lot of character to come back and then went into a 3-1 lead.
Yeah, it was a game I think that Altrincham wanted to win and needed to win today. They've come into it. They put us on the back foot very early on. Scored a deserved goal, and we're really playing with some tempo. I think the positive of it is that we responded after half time, and in a game that probably a couple of months ago probably would have got the win or probably got beat. So massive amounts of positives. I think we can play better. I think we can pass the ball better. I think we can take more responsibility with the ball. But at this stage of the season, it's about grinding results out, and that was a very good ground out win for us today.
Cook and Tomlinson on the score sheet as again they were at Barrow Wood.
Yeah, say Cookies once again scored. Tomlinson scored a goal and worked extremely hard. I think when we tweaked the shape a little bit after half time. I thought Tomlinson looked more of a threat and looked a bit better going forward. Give Cookie a little bit more support, but they've looked at a decent little partnership, and we're happy with both of them.
Andy Parry went off at half time. Was that precautionary, or might we see him with a spell out?
No, it was precautionary. I thought in the middle of the part, first half, we looked a little bit leggy. Andy Parry's played a lot of football of late. Paddy Lacey hasn't played a lot of football and came in, and we looked a little bit off the pace in there. But to be fair to Andy, he said at half time that he was feeling his thigh stroke hip, and we didn't want to take any chances with it, especially at this stage of the season. But special mention needs to go to Al Ray Harvey, who I thought was excellent when he came on. Covered every blade of grass, passed the ball very, very well, and giving me a lot of food for thought.
You've got a whole week now with that food for thought. Then Bromley come here before your time with the club, but Barrow were massacred 5-0 there in October, so it'd be nice to get some revenge.
Well, yeah, I'm hoping the players are in a different place mentally now. When I first came in, I inherited a group of players that I think were very low on confidence, very low on self-belief, and their body language sort of said to everybody that there was no belief in actually winning football matches. What we've had to do, which has took a bit of time, was to give them that belief, to grind out results, to win games that people give us no chance of winning, and to just build some strong foundations mentally for them. And as you've seen today, our game management was excellent at the end. A couple of months back, we might have crumbled and conceded late on and not come away with what we deserve. But the lads need an incredible amount of credit for how hard they've worked and how they've taken on things that we've tried to get across to them.
Yeah, I was just going to say about the game management at the end, because it was so different today, because Altrincham got the goal back after we were 3-1 up fairly quickly, but I can't remember another chance after that.
No. I think Joel's come out and plucked a few out the air. He's getting stronger mentally, which is a massive positive for this football club. But our shape looked good, but more importantly, our mentality, the desire not to concede again was there. And if we're going to take this club places, we need to build on those foundations. I know it sounds boring. I'm boring everyone with it, but we're looking like a team that's very, very hard to beat at the minute. If we can be a little bit more dynamic and play with a little bit more fluidity in the last third, we might start looking at a half decent side.
Up to 14th now, which is the highest we've been for a good few months, I think. Must please you to start actually looking at the teams above us and see how far we can get. And although theoretically, mathematically, we probably need another 2 or 3 points, we must be just about safe.
Yeah, I've always looked at the teams above us. Everyone looks at the table, me being it as well, and looking where we are. Everyone does the points tally, but my glass is always half full, and it's always been like a desire of mine and the players to try and catch the teams above us, not necessarily to hope that the teams below us don't catch us. And you say that it's always been a positive mindset here. It's always tough because it's a really tough league, and you've got to give every team credit, and you've really got to respect clubs at this level of football. You know, but it's what we do. It's, you know, between now and the end of the season, I want to win, you know, even more games. I think we're capable of doing that, and I want to finish as high as possible. And if we can break into that top half and try and affect that top 10, then absolutely brilliant. But our first small goal has always been to get to that 50 points mark, and we're still not there yet. And you know, I'll be chomping at the bit, and the players will be chomping at the bit from you know, from next Saturday to try and get there. And when we do, then you know, we'll set another goal, and that's to you know, to finish as high as possible, you know, for this season.
We've had a little run of mini games now with 3 games in 8 days. Barrow Wood twice and Altrincham, which we said were finally against teams below us rather than above. And now you've taken 7 points out of 9, which must please you.
Yeah, it does. It's, you know, even since I've been here, you know, I've heard 1 or 2 people, you know, read the BBC, and it's always been like 1 win in 9. But I don't think they've really understood that since I've come here, you know, we've more or less played the top 10 in games. We played the top 2 teams, and, you know, Gateshead twice, home and away, Woking twice. And it, you know, to do that whilst trying to create a mindset, it's been really, really tough. But the players need an incredible amount of credit for what they've done. They've turned around the season in a way, because it, you know, the trapdoor was getting closer and closer. They've put the work in. They've done all the work and showed the true mindset. Now we need to push on, and you know, the season's not over by country mile yet, and I want to finish as high as possible to give us a little springboard for next season.
Yeah, 10 games left, and I believe you've got good news that it's likely that Michael Donoghue and Ben Tomlinson will be staying us for the rest of the season.
Yes, positives. Both players want to stay. Both players have done really well in their roles within the team. I want to see some hunger and desire from the boys that haven't played. I want people to show me that they want to be at this football club. I want people to show me that they want to get on board now and hopefully enjoy what I'm hoping is going to be a fabulous journey now. Meeting up with the chairman this week and Austin to hopefully put some plans in place for next season to take the club forward. It's if people can't be excited about what the chairman's got planned, for this football club, then we are really in a bad place. But no, it's exciting. Some of the things that we spoke about with the chairman, there's a blueprint for the ground. The whole thing's exciting, but we can't plan without the one thing, which is football results, and that's the main thing which will make this club tick. And I want to try and do my part. The players will do their parts. The supporters have been brilliant with us, both home and away. The vocal support, even today when I don't think the game was a great spectacle, that they've got behind the players, which they deserves an incredible amount of credit. But I'm excited about the future, and I think everyone should be.
Thanks very much.
Thank you.
Cheers.